Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
And 10 at the 31-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. So we got man. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Watch the run.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Brissett. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. 36. Back.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
58, boys. 58. Don't let him breathe.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Exit.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brissett. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
You ain't got nothing. Shoot. Switch. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A huge play that time for the Colts. 56 yards on the ground. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Here's stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On second down now, it's Hines, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 58 to Mike. 58. Ready, go.
2 and now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Come on, D. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Marlon Mack. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. They're not ready for this, man.
On first down, Mack. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
19. He ain't going nowhere. Hey, check. 54 Mike.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Here I come. 6 go.
They run with Hines. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
19, set, white 20, set, 54. You, hey, kill. You better be a
Third and short yardage, Brissett. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14. Dolphins.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe not.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
29 is Mike 29.
On third and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
A first down throw for Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And that'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Brissett. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Brissett again. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Down, 50, green, 29, black ultra.
29 is the Mike 29. Let's go, D.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Dolphin first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
29 is the Mike 29. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 29
And again, it's Tagovailoa letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up second down.
23-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 red. 60 red.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Tua to throw again. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Preston Williams. Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey,
Yellow, go.
that's right, baby. They don't want it.
Blue striker.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Intended for Preston Williams. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Say nothing. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is a Mike.
Now Tua. Going deep here for Parker. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Quit talking about it and bring it. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the slant.
Tua sets up to pass it. It's complete to Glenn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
21 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Smash, red.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa rolling to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Montgomery back to the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Colts 21, Dolphins 7. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
It's going to be a long day. Check, 55.
They go play action with Brissett. Dancing to his left. He completes this one to Mack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 2nd down, it's Hines.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Brissett on 3rd and 2, escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Pittman. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Hines, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try to run with Hines, and this time he is in.
Yes.
Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Tua to try again on second down. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Danny.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Back now in Indianapolis, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
19, 10, 19, 10.
They run the counter. Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point.
Mack gets hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On second down now, it's Hines. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
This is Hines. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 9-yard line.
On play action, here's Tua on the move to his left. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Tua. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
4 down. Alert. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. I got you.
Slice, 97.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Fury, yellow.
29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Pickup of 15 yards. But it's now 3rd down.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Mike 29. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. On the ball.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Watch the run.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Drop deep.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Go.
And they take a knee. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Indianapolis, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Loyal plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my goal. Y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Boy, yo, stop being quiet with the snow. Shiny, shiny, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish, masterpiece, body, body, young.